Mose, how much did turnovers and defending with fouling, hurt your group early on?
Yeah, the things that we talked about prior to the game, it was that, we turned it over 19 times for 29 points. You're not giving yourself a chance there. And then you put them on the free throw line 33 times. That's tough to come back from. But more than anything, it's just our energy to start the game. I think that's where, we have to, turn the page, and obviously got another game tomorrow night in Brooklyn.
What did the second and third unit guys do
I
to
loved
get you
what they
back
did.
in there?
I loved what they did. I loved how they played. They played with intensity. They played with a sense of urgency. They played with a care factor. It wasn't perfect, but those guys came out and gave everything they had when they got their opportunity to get check into the game. And that's what we ask for guys, that they get the opportunity, that you come and play exactly the way you need to play.
They cut down that 26-point deficit down to 4.
Yeah.
What was your rationale for sticking with them?
Because they're the ones that got us back in the game, and that's what they deserve to be in the game, because they're the ones that battled that far back to get us to that point. And that group deserved to be on the floor. They played their tails off. They had energy. They had spirit. They had fight. And that's what you ask these guys to do every time they touch the floor, and that's what they did.
What did you like about Noah, particularly on that stretch?
I thought Noah was great. I thought you named the stats, he was doing it. His energy, his focus, his toughness. He made plays defensively and offensively. I think he was capable. He was doing exactly what we know he's capable of doing.
Did you feel like, as hard as your guys played to get you back in the game, that they ran out of gas at the end? Because
no, I actually don't. I don't think they did run out of gas in that situation. What I thought was that CJ came in and hit some big shots. He went back to those starters. They hit some big shots down the stretch. Lost him a couple times, and then he the big shots to take it out of reach. But again, that group did a heck of a job, and I don't think it came down to fatigue at that moment. I think it's just those starters came back in, and CJ hit some great shots for them.
Is there any sort of overarching lesson to be learned from this, particularly from your first unit tonight?
There's always a lesson to be learned in wins and losses, and I think for us, it's you got to take care of the basketball. One, you can't have 19 turns for 29 points. You've got to make your free throws when you step up there. We missed those tonight. And then the ability to defend without fouling. The same things we talk about in our process every single night, we've got to stick to that. And then we've got to have that energy, the way that second unit played in the back end, that we got to have that to start the game.
And how happy are you that you had the chance to watch this out tomorrow night? I mean, to get this, to get back.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the NBA, is that you have another opportunity to right what you didn't do necessarily in the first game. You get a chance to do it tomorrow night against Brooklyn, who's another tough opponent that's playing tough, hard-nosed basketball.
Career high for Jace tonight. What do you continue to see out of that young man?
Just staying prepared. I told you, he's got an energy, he's got a toughness about him that is just trying to play the right way at all times, attack the basket, step into his shots with confidence, defend with the tenacity, all those things that we asked him to do, he's continuing to do them. Thank you, guys.
Jace, when you come into a game and you guys are facing that kind of deficit, what was the mentality of that group to try to get your team back into that game?
Just don't matter what the score is. We're going to come out there and play hard. A lot of those guys, Jet, me, Noah, we were all just waiting for our number to get called. And when we know when our number gets called, we got to make plays. And that's kind of what it was. Same thing in the Boston game. We had a large deficit. And our job was to try to cut the lead.
What can you and the people who, in addition to you, got you guys back in the game, what can you take out of this and for just tomorrow night and the rest of the season?
I think the energy. I think we got to come out with that same energy that we had in the fourth quarter. We came out, it was pretty disappointing in my opinion. Just our energy, our lack of focus was just kind of disappointing because we just weren't playing the way that we normally play. So it was kind of frustrating. So we just got to carry over that energy that we have in the fourth quarter.
You saw how the game unfolded. You cut it down to 4. As hard as you and everyone played, did you guys run out of gas considering the mammoth effort that was required to?
I wouldn't say it was more out of gas. I think it was just us just not taking care of what we were supposed to do in the first half. We shouldn't even be in a deficit like that. So just taking care of what we got to do in the first half. But other than that, I think it was a really great effort from the guys that were in there. But we just got to know we got to be better in the first half.
Jace, what do you think about your relationship with Noah? You two are both young and operating together, especially in that run in the fourth quarter. What do you think of it?
Man, it was special. I mean, Noah's a special player. He's going to come out, he's going to play hard, he's going to pick up 94 feet. For somebody his size, that's really impressive. And he's going to crash the glass, he's going to hit shots, and he's going to get to the paint. So, I mean, Noah's like a brother to me already. We spend so much time together, and it's just amazing to see how he plays.
What is the thing you like the most about him?
I think his just his charisma. He's always upbeat. He's always excited, always happy. Even the games he doesn't get in, he's still one of the best teammates out there.
Jace, we talked this morning about how much time your team has already spent on the road this season, how challenging it is with back-to-backs. What have you learned about these situations where you've played a lot of minutes, the night before, and you'll have to get ready for one tomorrow?
Just coming back well rested, honestly. I think we really got to take care of our bodies before we go to Brooklyn. Just get rested. Everybody gets their sleep when we get to the hotel, and just get ready for tomorrow.
Jace, can you take us through that putback dunk you had? And how did you get that putback dunk?
Had a little bit of bounce, I guess. But I think for me, just seeing that shot go up, I didn't see a lot of guys, pay attention to me. I mean, you only really expect a 6'2" guy to go in there, try to go get a putback dunk. So, try to sneak my way in, and it just perfectly fell into my hands, and I was in the right spot, right time.
But we're grateful